dry and sunny morning in the outskirts of the capital Abuja. Local farmer Abubakar Aliyu and his brother Ahmed are defying the harsh weather as they prepare to head out to their farm. They travel some 25 kilometers through rough roads on a motorbike. Abubakar has a 2-acre farm where he grows yam, but he has other crops planted on the side. He waits about 4 months to harvest his yam. Yam is widely grown here, and farmers like Abubakar have grown enough to feed themselves and sell a small surplus in the local market. But recent efforts to export the crop has got him thinking of producing more for exports too. However, he's confronted with a farmland that sometimes becomes infertile.
Well, in this business, there are times when you'll have good produce and sometimes you will not because the soil becomes infertile, which means I'll have to look for fertilizer because we know that yams need good soil and good fertilizer. So sometimes our yam produce will be bad because of a lack of fertilizer.
According to food scientists, extensive use of fertilizers and pesticides is part of the problem. So farmers like Abubakar will need training on alternative ways to improve yields. Nigeria accounts for 60% of the total yam production in the world. Much of it is consumed locally and less than 5% is being exported. The government has been encouraging more exports to the US and the United Kingdom. But that effort met a major setback after tons of yam exports were rejected both in the US and UK for failure to meet international standards. Now the government is looking for experts to train Nigerian farmers on processing yam for export markets. And so far, a UK company has offered to help with boosting yam exports.
As a result of that trip to the UK, invited some of the UK government specialists to work more closer with our private exporters to understand the importance of food safety, food health, standards and quality control. Because if we want to compete in the global market, we have to be fully aware that there are standards that we must uphold. And as the Nigerian government, we are willing to promote these standards to enable our businessmen make the right revenue.
Over $200 million was realized from yam exports last year, but that's a tiny fraction of the global value of yam trade, estimated at $12 billion. Agriculture is at the core of the government's diversification agenda, and it's not about to relent in getting a full value from a product it produces more than anyone else. Kelechi, Emekalam, CGTN, Abuja, Nigeria.